The end of May 2022, and Salsify, which I did not harvest this winter, has now gone to produce flowers, which have a nice colour. Also here, chard is starting to go to flower and produce seed. Will be removed soon. Common daisy is blooming. Also some forget-me-not has moved into the vegetable plot. Some cutleaf cranesbill will need to be removed, make more space for vegetables, along with some wood avens or geum urbanum, which is self-seeded here. Also flowering well now is the elderflower. Some Herb Robert. Pyracantha with some red currants with developing fruit. Buttercups are in full bloom, and there's some interesting growth on this pine nut. Still some flowers on this, Darwin's barberry. While alliums with their nice purple colour blooming in the garden here for the first time. Gelder rose is blooming well. Also borage is in full bloom. And there's some nice leaf colour on this Cichridophyllum tree, which seems to be taking well to the warm weather. Red valerian is blooming well. Euryssimum bulls mauve and Iberis. Purple leafed elderflower is just starting to flower. Broom has been blooming well. Also poached eggplant is in full flower now. It always seems very popular with the bees when it is blooming. Ajuga still has a small number of flowers. Geum is in full bloom. Weigela has some good coloured flowers now. Chives are in flower. Curry plant is almost in bloom. Well, one of the newest additions to the garden here, a small olive tree. Still has some flowers after being in bloom when it was planted. Geranium here has just started to bloom recently, and I think has Very nice colour to its flowers. Foxgloves are just starting to bloom, while this wild type crabapple has had a really good display of flowers this year. It'll be interesting to see how many apples are produced. Arenaria is flowering well. Also a new introduction to the garden, this New Zealand tea tree has just started to bloom. But rocket also flowering. Interestingly, one of the geums here has developed some orange flowers which differ from the others I have planted. So I'm wondering, is it naturally occurring hybrid now with the wild type? Variegated Weigela continues to bloom. Some rock rose are flowering. Some plume flower and iberis. Lilac trees are reaching the end of their flowering. Ceanothus also blooming well here. And some viola putting on a good display of flowers after only being planted a few months back. Pulmonaria continues to flower. And also Circus silicostrum has had a better showing of flowers this year than in previous years, which may be because it's maturing. Verbascum is blooming well. And a rock rose has recently started to bloom. Pot marigold and broom are flowering well, while vinca continues to bloom. The flowers are starting to fade now on the stitchwort. Self-seeded viola is doing well here. Another rock rose, only recently planted, is blooming well. And more self-seeded borage is putting on a good display of flowers.